all the changes that have taken place since free agency began, and we've got the new league year, what is our absolute favorite move thus far, Adam Rank?
Low-key, I really love the Joshua Palmer move going to the Buffalo Bills. Like, there are some instances in life where you have a person who has not quite reached their potential, but just needs that little spark. I remember years ago, there was a guy named Deacon Batista, who was the right-hand man of Devon Dudley. And then all of a sudden, he becomes Dave Batista. He joins Evolution, and he becomes one of the greatest superstars in WWE history. Now, I don't know if this makes Josh Allen, Ric Flair, or Randy Orton, or Triple. I don't know. But I do know that there's an opportunity for Josh Palmer to go out this season. He averaged over 15 yards per reception last year. I think with him being unlocked by Josh Allen, I think Josh Palmer could have a great year.
Well, if you're going to pick Florio's team, I'm going to pick Patrick's team. And I'm going to talk about DeAndre Hopkins. I love this move for so many reasons, but not least of which is what it does for everyone else on his team. Not just Derrick Henry, not just Lamar Jackson, but of course, all the young guys on the team as well. And whatever happens at the tight end position, I think this makes everyone better. Fun fact, DeAndre Hopkins actually leads active players with 12,965 receiving yards, and he's second in receptions amongst active players. But the thing that matters more for your fantasy thing, this is going to be your DFS key to unlocking your whole season. And I love his end zone targets. We obviously saw last year. He had the most on the team when he joined Kansas City from week 8 on last year. I expect that to continue.
I wish I could say I was going to talk about a player on one of your guys' favorite teams, but luckily, no one's favorite team here is the Jets. But I really do.
It's Justin Fields.
He came from the Bears.
One of my favorite players of all time.
There you go.
My daughter still has a Justin Fields pillow and a Shohei Ohtani.
Well, okay. Well, Fields is going to be like Ohtani because he's going to be awesome in fantasy. I'll tell you, like, he can run, right? Cheat code. That's all we want from our quarterbacks. And Fields is one of 3 in NFL history to have a 1,000-yard rushing season. He excels in outside runs. Guess what? The Jets and their new OC who comes from the Lions both do that at a very high rate. So, yeah, I'm going to have Justin Fields ranked way higher than you guys probably expect this summer.
But can he play defense? I mean, if he's going to be Ohtani.
No, but that's Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Got it.
The worse the Jets defense, the even better for Justin Fields. And I'll keep the familial connections going because our favorite NFL teams are the ones that occasionally employ the services of Cynthia Freeland. And the Denver Broncos have brought in Evan Engram, where Bo Nix had right around 7 intended air yards per attempt. And Evan Engram, especially in situations where he's running those crossers, can be wide open in a lot of opportunities. And there were a couple of seasons ago where Evan Engram was a very, very valuable piece of the tight end market. And a lot of folks probably fell off after overcorrecting for that last year. And so I still think you're going to be able to get some value with Evan Engram. But let's go to some of our biggest surprises in fantasy football for 2025. What's yours, Mike?
Mine was Geno Smith, and I was legitimately shocked. Like, I had some friends in town last week, and we were at Pink's Hot Dogs, actually, and I just was sitting there like, whoa. And my friends were like, what happened? And I was like, Geno Smith got traded, and they went back to eating their food. But I was shocked because I had no idea that Geno Smith was even available. He was the best quarterback on the market. Did not know he was available. I think for fantasy, he kind of stays the same. He's more of a QB2, like a safe floor guy. But the arrow is pointing up big time for Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers. So to me, this was a great thing for those guys.
Yeah, I like the Chip Kelly connection with him there, too. It'll be an interesting one. But I'm going on the other side of that. And the vacancy he left allowed Sam Darnold to be picked up 3 years. $100.5 million. That's good. A $55 million guarantee is pretty darn good. He did have 12 games with 2 or more passing touchdowns last season. Only Joe Burrow had more. I'm curious to see if this now allows them to maybe shore up their offensive line, which was not great in Seattle last season for Geno. That, to me, will be what will determine if he's a guy who you're going to want to draft in fantasy or if he's going to be one of those second-tier players.
My biggest shock was Deebo Samuel going to the Commanders. I was actually eating a hot dog at Portillo's, and I spit cake shake. And I'm like, oh, my gosh, Deebo Samuel. You ever had a cake shake? Oh, it's delightful. But Deebo Samuel is now going out and going to the Washington Commanders. Now, obviously, last year, Deebo Samuel was not great. And there were even, like, big pushes to try to make him more involved. It just ended very poorly. It was like one of those TV shows that started out great, then was terrible. Had a couple of great episodes at the end. I might or might not be talking about Heroes. But you know what? Good things can still happen. Kristen Bell went on to do the good place. I think that this is a good place for Deebo Samuel.
Shout out to those tracking the non-NFL affiliated brands in this edition of Fantasy Live. We're going to keep going. I'll keep the surprises going, and we'll go back to Josh Palmer signing with the Buffalo Bills because I get it. I understand they had to do some cost cutting, but even right in these Josh Palmer highlights, we see busted coverages. Earlier, there was a play where it was actually intercepted, or it should have been. He was not open. And then he catches the ball. There's another bone coverage there. I just think in terms of being a separator, he's kind of in that Gabe Davis range where, Gabe Davis had some great years in Buffalo. He also had numerous weeks where he did not get the ball. He was out there doing cardio. And so I was just a little bit surprised by the move. We'll see what Josh Allen's impact on him can be. We'll go.